I'm the Dollar Sportsman, guys. Thank you for joining me tonight. I figured I would show you a little bit of maintenance that needs to be done on my Umarex Gauntlet. The fill valve will start to leak, okay? And there's a very simple fix for this. There's a little O-ring on the inside of the fill valve. That O-ring from the factory actually came pretty hard, so I don't know what size it is, but if you go to an Airgun store, like I went to Airguns of Arizona, and they replaced the O-ring for me. It was a few bucks, real simple change out. But if you have a good O-ring, then all you need to do is clean out that fill valve. And I'm gonna show you how to do that tonight. So keep watching, and hopefully we get through this. The film should slip right off. Please be careful anytime you're working with air guns, because I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want to get hurt. So just make sure that you are being super careful and super safe with everything that you do, so you don't lose parts or limbs, okay? Okay, so I'm very gently cracking that. This is a through 7/16 wrench, and it fits perfectly onto the little fill valve itself. Make sure if there's any air pressure left in there that I don't let it out too fast. So I'm going very slowly, and I have this pointed in a safe direction, not at my face. So in case there is any air in there that I am not aware of, it doesn't go flying at me. And really, safety glasses would be a good idea too. Okay. There you go. Fill valve right there. Empty bottle. Now inspect the inside, make sure it's all cleaned out. Okay, so take a look at this. This is the fill valve. This is the side you're used to. Focus. There we go. This is the other side. All it is a screw, right? So, and it's not screwed in. You can pull it right out or you can push it out. And here comes the little bar, okay? You can see mine, it's all gunked up. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got quite a bit of residue on it. There's quite a bit of residue in here. So I want to get that all cleaned up. And here is the O-ring. Focus, 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 come on. Okay, so there's the little O-ring. And this, it feels actually pretty good still. So I'm gonna clean it all off. I'm gonna clean out the inside of this and go from there. Now, one thing that's very important to note is you don't want to use silicone oil or any sort of liquid really whatsoever within this, or you'll get rust within your gun. You want to avoid that. Now, that being said, you also have to get it clean. So do your best to get it clean. If you do have to use a cleaner of any sort, you want to make sure that it's all gone by the time that you're done. You will likely have some Teflon tape wrapped around this, or if you've done the repair already in the past, then why are you watching this video? Because you're awesome. But take the Teflon tape off. We'll be replacing that with fresh Teflon tape. So I've got a little hex wrench, and I'm gonna just put a swab on it and poke this through a little bit to try to get the inside cleaned a little bit. Shooter lube is extremely high flash point content, so I think it's, don't quote me on this, I don't know if it's safe for air guns or not, but the high flash point means that I doubt it will diesel. Dieseling is when you use regular cleaner inside a gun, or an air gun in particular, and it doesn't do well with the air pressure because the air pressure heats it up and it ignites. And just remember, you really don't want any sort of moisture whatsoever inside of this. So I'm gonna use a little bit of this, only a little bit, and then I'm gonna make sure that it's completely dried off before I put it back together. Now the dry patch. Okay folks, we're in business. Now reinstall your O-ring onto the plunger. Okay, reinstalled. Place it back inside its housing. Now that's ready to go. Now we're gonna use the Teflon tape and we're gonna wrap the fill valve to make sure we get a good, nice seal. Okay, we got our Teflon tape successfully wrapped around it. Now we will reinstall back into our bottle. Okay, I think we are good to go. That looks tight like unto a dish. Now we just need to fill it up and test it to see if it works. Let's find out if it holds air, folks. It's holding. The pressure gauge is going up. Okay, we made it. 3,000 PSI, baby. Okay, once your gauntlet is pumped up all the way, there's an easy way to check if you still have a leak. Take the little plastic cover that came with it when you first had it shipped to you and stick it on top of the fill valve. And then watch. If there's a leak coming from the valve itself, that plastic cover will start to work its way off and it'll pop off. And that's how I am able to tell whether or not it's still leaking. So far, so good. No leaks, folks. Let's reinstall this back under the gauntlet. And before we do that, I want to make sure everything looks clean on the inside. And there's a very important step before reinstalling your bottle. You need to give it a little bit of silicone oil. So I've got RWS silicone oil here. 2 drops into the hole in the back. And that's all you need. 1, 2. The gauntlet is lubed, ready to go. So we will reinstall the bottle. And yes, you can safely install these when it is fully compressed. But just in case you can't, I'm gonna aim it kind of that way. Hear that? It released the air. Once you hear that, you just gotta finish turning it to the position that it's supposed to be in, which is usually about half a turn more, 1 turn more or so. And there we go. The bottle is reinstalled, folks. Notice that the cap is not coming off, and we are good to go. Let's install and cover here. Awesome. We are back in business. The gauntlet is ready to go. It'll fill up with air. Test shot. Fully loaded, guys. I'm the Dollar Sportsman. Thank you guys for watching this how to do it yourself to fix leaks in the air valve or the fill valve of a Umarex Gauntlet. I hope that anytime that you do any repairs yourself, you'll always make sure to take all of the necessary safety precautions and make sure you put everything back together the way it was in the first place. Otherwise, ship it off to Umarex. They have wonderful customer service and they can help you out. Or you can take it to a local Airgun shop and they can help you out as well. Airguns of Arizona was very helpful for me when I was first figuring out this issue, and they taught me, they got me the parts that I needed, and everything was hunky-dory and good to go. See you next time! And play exit music.
That's pretty comfortable.
Woohoo! Let's give it a shot. Or 2 or 60.
We're in bug territory.
Yes! Wow.
I'm the Dollar Sportsman.
Yes, I'm the Dollar Sportsman. I'm the Dollar Sportsman. Having fun out here.
And just enjoy all of this. Because after watching these videos, I hope you do.
Yeah, buddy.